to shop today, and looks like you're coming round my way. But I recognize the one, she was a friend of mine. She said, Prinston, are you going to the marathon? And I said, yeah, it's happening. But I gotta rush home, I gotta choose my skis, cause I'll be featuring live tonight. I wanna book it down and shake it up and turn around and oh yeah, let's play. You just got paid. Let's spend on some cash, bank the rest and let's stay. Oh, we spend the cash. It's on you to make that move. Bring a bottle in the air. If you're feeling me, say yeah. The party's up and the music's playing. Everybody's playing. No worries, no troubles, no nagging. It's just my pants that's sagging. I call on the VIP DJ, flip the beat for me.
Yeah, I love this song, bro. It's Thursday night at 10 p.m. This is the meetup with me, Richelieu. Hello, Melanie. Welcome. It's been a while. It has been a while. I've been in and out. I've been here. Life has been happening, man. So I've been having to be in the streets here and there. So I've also been running gigs, you know. So when you're running gigs, you have to be everywhere. And it's kind of been it's nice, but now at the moment it's becoming not nice again because we're going into the looks like another wave, which is quite sad. Shanaz, hi Shanaz. Good welcome. Good evening to you. Haven't seen you in a bit. You should always see, oh, there's my phone ringing. See, that's unprofessional. My phone's ringing, and I see this is if I'm on stage, if this happens, it never happens because I don't carry anything on stage. I'm always empty pocketed. Yeah, man, I haven't seen you in a while because well, I only used to see you at the Bat Center, so looks like the Bat Center is never gonna happen. So welcome. Shout out to Craigie G who showed us on before this. What kind, Craigie? There with the numbers as usual. Those numbers of yours, bro. You always choose like such a dope like era of music. Like it's like the slow music, right? Even because I realize that I'm actually down at my heart. I'm a R&B, slow jams. I'm there, bro. Like I'm deep within. So in like Sundays, I'm killing the slow jams. I'm driving myself. I'm listening to Joe, and I'm listening like I'm proper in the slow jams R&B vibe. Um, so yeah, man. What else to say today? I went for a COVID test today, bruh, because I had a scare. The bra is rolling. I've been rolling it for the last few weeks. He's sick, and then I'm also like sick, throat sore, you know that thing. And tomorrow I run a gig on a Friday, so tomorrow I'm going to the gig. So I wanted to like make sure, hey, I've hide, bruh. Yo, why they rape your nose with that thing? They take like a stick, they put it like in your brain, and they don't just the thing goes so far in your brain. I couldn't tell how far it vied because you know, like your body has a certain you used to certain levels of things, right? I don't know how far you push anything up your nose. So my nose could feel it, then I'm like, this is past my eyes. This is gone. Then I'm like, I don't know how far she's gone. Then and then she's like, okay, I'm done. She's like, long time done, but I'm still sitting there. I'm like, yeah, bruh. I thought my nose was bleeding. I was dabbing. I thought like it was like blood was coming out. But anyway, I was negative, which was very, very I was positive about being negative because at least I know tomorrow I can go live. And I was loving today. I was thinking about, like I put updates about, like how names expire, right? Like for example, the name Dawn. It just dawned on me today. I just thought about the fact that I've never, like, I was talking about Vera. I've never met a young Vera. Like Vera's gone. There's no more Veras in the world. There's no more Phyllis. There's no Phyllis. You're not gonna meet a Phyllis. But there's Emma. You know what I mean? There's Elizabeth. Those are the new old names that are coming back. Dawn is gone. But then it also took me one step further. I started thinking about the fact that like smells or like certain like fragrances, for example, are gone, because I tell you what, I think about a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago, my mother-in-law bought me a pub. A pub, like those bags that got the cologne and the spray and the bag is all in one. You get them at clicks, I think. But a pub, the other day now I was missing. I was like, I forgot about this. I sprayed myself up at the pub. I went out the house. Bro, that smell took me all the way back to like the 90s. I was like in the 90s. As I'm walking around, like that smell. And the thing is, when you put a smell on that, not that like a fragrance that you don't always use, you can smell it. Like your usual fragrance, you don't smell it after like 20 minutes. You don't even smell it. It's on you. The other thing, I could smell it the whole time, but like almost took a taxi to town, by to the workshop, around to Shantas. Like the whole time I was feeling like I can just see it rain a taxi, that like he's taking this is amazing because like that's the type of thing that happens, but like it sticks in your head. Because there's a one bra that used to use the pub in Durban back in the day. And I always thought this bra was moving at a top cologne because back in the day we only had like X. We had Brutes. Old Spice is gone. If someone smells of Old Spice, you must that Bali day. It's not gonna be a young, it's gonna be a Bali. Actually, they got an Old Spice thing now. Old Spice shampoo. So it's like Head and Shoulders and Old Spice. They had a relationship and they made a lighty, and the lighty is like an Old Spice meets Head and Shoulders shampoo. But I think is amazing. That's what I buy that shit. It's amazing. They got it in clicks. Love it. Cream Clarivet has Old Spice. Bruh, that thing comes in a glass bottle that it's got like a plastic cork on top. You open it doesn't spray or nothing. You have to put on your finger eye. And that thing stinks, bruh. That thing is it makes you smell like not that incense in church. You smell like you've had a church, like Old Spice that you're wearing a suit, but you're not wearing a top suit, you're wearing like a suit from like ideals. You know what I'm saying? Like Old Spice got that thing. You drive a Cressida, you listen to the Caravan of Love in your Cressida, you polish your shoes, you polish your jackets. It's like that shit. Graham is not an old Bali. That's what I'm saying. But he's holding himself back, bro. He can't move it. The Old Spice. The favorite go-to Father's Day gift was Old Spice. Jeez, bro. I got an iron for Father's Day. But anyway, you're going out smell. Graham, come on. Whoever's on this thing here, let's all chip in. Let's buy Graham, bruh. You even can move to like a 90s smell. You can even move to like Lapidus. You can move to the 10 Lapidus. You can move because Lapidus was one of those old schools. Get the Lapidus, then you can go on to the what's the one of the birds? Even one of the birds, it had like a toucan on the thing. It was a Davidoff, the cool water. The cool water carried me, bruh. Yo, that shit carried me for years before I moved on again. Now I'm just floating above. I'm now every time because people buy you, right? People buy you like birthdays, Christmas, Easter, whatever. I get colognes for days, bro. I don't know if they all try to say something, but the thing is, I got colognes for days. So I'm like, I'm going somewhere where there's gonna be mature people. I go for the leathery, woody smell, but I'm not used to it. I'm a cool smell guy. But anyway, sure. Cool waters for Crane. Crane, when's your birthday? We're all gonna compre. We'll get you a cool water. Change your life, my brother. Um, Anyway, let me bring in our guest. I can see him chilling in the bottom here. You all know him. I played his song there. The song was called Let's Glay, which is this is one of his older songs. He's got an album out this year, but that's one of my old schools. Like when that album came out, I was driving around him. I had the blue BM that time, and I used to listen to this shit. And it's got that Durban thing. I still love it, bruh. So I didn't load the horns. I'm gonna do the mouth horns. This makes it way from a boy all the way from the east. It's Prinston. Ba, 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 bam. Away. What kind, bruh?
How's it? All right, man. That's for the
Get
intro.
it. Give Princeton a round of applause there, people in the comments. This guy is a well decorated artist within our community.
Funny you talk about Lapidus and all that, eh? Ish.
What is your one, cuz? We all had one. What is
Hey,
your one?
funny enough, there's a guy named Marshall, also from Newlands back in the days. Hey, we were young, like I'm like, hey Marshall, what's that smell? You know? On my way to school, like I'd smell his smell walking up Seabass. And he'd be like, no, I can't take you. You know, back then everybody hid like, didn't want to show you the shops and stuff. One day I saw this shop in the workshop, opposite third base. I think it was Jupe. They had like fragrances there, 25 Rand or 20 Rand in a bottle. That's where I saw all the after that. Now the first time I met Marshall, he's like, no, come to my house, I'll give you a refill. Come with the bottle. I'm like, no, I don't have a bottle. Then I went there, he gave me that gold lid bottle with the numbers on the top. After that, when I saw it in town, I'm like, in the game. There was Jupe, there was, you name it, Davidoff, West, everything was there. Lapidus. After that, I was sorted. I'll never forget.
That small bottle it didn't even have a spray. It didn't have the spray.
It had a spray. No, that had a spray. Opposite third base. Years ago, yeah.
Bro, when I was in school, I used to use remember Playboy used to have a silver mask, Playboy mask, that silver one.
Yeah.
Bright thing used to smell horrible, bruh. But I used to like the fact that people used to always go, what is that thing?
Yeah.
So like carrying the cat in my bag, and then I can feel like I'm fading down. I say refreshing.
But funny enough, those smells used to last, eh? Those fake ones I used to last. I don't lie.
Yeah,
The
there's not.
Lapidus, the CK1. I don't know now, but back in the day, yeah, I used to last.
Oh, except I'm telling you, my one brother, he sells these things, right? Because at the moment there's
Now,
today, I'm talking about as we speaking, my brother is out in the world
yeah,
selling things. And he came here now just before like lockdown. I just was coming to Durban or something. Except
yeah,
I was outside the house at the like in the back, but I was standing by the front door. When they opened it, they opened the door, I was standing by the back door. But this old smell right
yeah,
through the whole. Standing in the back, I could smell something. I was like, what is that thing? I come out, I thought, the lights is now they can be doing anything. I thought,
yeah.
hey, another cologne now, maybe they broke it or they sprayed it all out. I come in, I was standing
Mm,
by the like, say, cuz, what you using
what's
here?
that?
This thing I made here. I'm like, bruh, this thing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
smells good, but my man, the 1,200 bottle, what do you smell it from the back of the house? This thing, the whole pause you're smelling is car. As I'm like, this is a little bit even too strong, maybe. because because back in the day,
yeah. Apparently now they're mixing their own stuff.
yeah, you buy the 5 liters of the original, then you get the like. I think you must mix it with the oil or the
Yeah.
hell. I don't know what you do. I just go to the shop
Oh,
and
yeah.
buy.
Oh, you're there now, eh? That's
I've
why I was
always,
saying I should have become a comedian, but I missed that boat.
I've
I
always
missed
been.
that.
If there's anything, I've always been a shop O. I've always been a shop O from back in the day. Shops, I
Never
don't think
UDB.
never, bruh. That's why I'm always against the Hong Kong things. Not because
Mm,
I'm made in life. Just that I've never been that guy. So like I'd rather buy the middle of the range thing I can afford than the top of the range thing that's Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying? That's just
yeah,
it's
but
just
back then there was quality stuff. Now everybody's under the bridge now.
yeah.
Everybody's under the bridge.
Yeah. This is also talking about the barcodes. Even those barcode ones, I bought one, bruh. I bought one about 2 years ago. My one bruh came, he's like, he
Yeah,
came with fragrances. Hey, yo, bruh, I was so disappointed. I paid him 6 clips for that 100 mils. Yeah, I should have sort of went to the shop, bruh. That's why I
I,
don't like, I always ordered meets up with the worst. I sprayed that thing on myself. I come out the room, I'm saying to my bro, can you smell me? She's like, no. I go back in, I can smell it when it's going on, but once it's on, it's gone. I was like, and I bought
yeah,
twice.
yeah.
I was upset. But I
I'll
keep
never forget the once I was robbed at the workshop for Hugo Boss. This guy's like, hey, no, back then the Hong Kongs just started coming in. He's like, hey, check here, I got this Hugo Boss. He showed me the cap, it had that flap on cap, back in the day. I'm like, let me see if it's got that eau de toilette at the bottom. Hey, he showed me. I thought, flip, I'm taking this thing, $50. I take it, I go home, I spray it. And I'm like, no, man, this thing is like water. After a while, I realized I've been hit down.
now you just wait. Now you just you just wait for
Ah, you learn, you learn. I even bought a gold ring like that once. Also at the workshop years ago. I was in high school. Guys like, please, man, I just hit this thing down. Give me like a clip. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, give me a clip. I look, it had probably like 6 stones at the top square. I'm like, shit, I'm taking this. I took it. I think I probably hit the Winswood rank and already my finger was green. I'm like, no use. No use.
no.
I've learned.
Yeah, but I learned. My Bali taught me though. My Bali told me about those old because like days because we used to go. My Bali used to stay in Grill Park, so we used to go to town,
Yeah.
right? In town, that time he was buying sneakers. He used to buy sneakers, and my Bali, the
Mm,
thing in retrospect, he actually used to buy dope sneakers. Like he used to go
yeah.
buy well for their era. You know what I mean? They always had like they had PFs and the All Stars and the Jack Purcells, but they had like their specific Adidas Beach, like
Mm,
those specific boiches. So I used to go with him. Then you used to go from not the one day go to the shop. Back in the day, that was a thing. You go to you say, hey, how much is this? And says 150. You say, yeah, only got 80 or whatever. Here you go.
uh,
Yeah, I survived my pali, bruh. And the thing is, you walk all the way down to the bottom from Gray Street. Now we all the way down to the bottom there, but bro, now we walk, now you just
yeah.
come. And now the thing was, the only pricing. Going into every shop, how can you got this here? Yeah, how much is it? Yeah, but Dero said he's got it for 120. Dero got it for one. Now,
Mm.
brand. But on the way, there's always those bras with the chains, the
Hey.
chains, Ray-Bans. They always had like the TDKOs, the tape, those are selling tapes. That was like the three main
Yeah.
things.
The 3 for 10 rand.
Yeah. And then
I
and
bought a few of those.
Me too.
uh,
And then I always says to you, when he's selling to you, he always tunes you. Hey, come. He doesn't want to sell the chair in front of everyone. You must always go
mm,
on the side there and you must hide it now. You must look, you must check it. But it's
mm,
not
mm.
hold it in your hand now and rub it and you must just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back. He's like, oh, come give me. Then I was like, no, my palace to me. See, these are those here. You must never buy from them. Check yeah. Now the thing is when you see them walking. Now, one two times you see the houses buying there. And one time my auntie came back, she came back with a gold chain. Those thin ropes, the colored ladies
Yeah,
wear.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like that 3 little gold rings on you in the bottom. I don't know, that's
Mm.
type of a vibe. Yeah, bro. That time she got allergies and her neck went like green and then she started getting like lumps over here. Probably shouldn't see how much you paid,
Yeah,
25
now
rand.
you see the jewelry. It took them a long time to perfect the jewelry. Back then, yeah, but now, now you're sorted. Now you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. I worked in cosmetic for many years, and there's an old fragrance that make women weak in the knees. Kiton. Think so. Kiton. You
Kitan.
remember Kiton, right? There's like a red. If I can remember, there's like red and black or something bottle or dark. No man, Kiton is too much. When you wear Kiton, it smells like you're wearing a jersey. You know, like it used to make me feel like. Right? Like I still hate the Kiton, to be quite honest. There. All Stars was 60. Now they're greedy for 8 clips. 8 clips for All Stars is ridiculous, bro. 8 clips for All
Gonna-
Star.
it's gonna get worse. I remember when Air Forces were like 500 rand.
Yeah. I actually was looking at it.
Now it's like
I saw you were giving away an Air Force. It looks like a Jordan on your website.
Jordan 1. Jordan
The
1. Yeah, yeah. That was a while ago. You I
15.
actually updated my website, but that was probably when I dropped kicks. I gave away a pair of Jordans. But that time I still had my shop, so you know what I mean. It was worth it.
Okay, so you still selling the clothes and whatever, right?
I still sell. I still push Fresh and Above, but obviously on my WhatsApp. So what I did was all the clientele that I collected over the years from the store. I
Okay,
basically just formed like a list of people that buy, and
okay.
obviously I just supply those people. Yeah. So I still sell definitely,
So
but only on my WhatsApp.
you're selling kicks
Only on
and
my WhatsApp.
okay. So add me to
Yeah.
your list, bro. I like
You were
things.
on my list, but you know what happens with WhatsApp? After a while, people stop getting your text, especially if you're broadcasting. So what happens is that I might send a broadcast, even though I know you and we chat, you might not get it. You see?
I've noticed that. I just thought
Yeah.
people did the same thing. So like for
No, no,
example,
no. People are no, we're not ignoring you. It happens. It happens. It
okay,
happens. I probably have like close to 5,000 people on my WhatsApp. You know what I
right.
mean? So after a while, that number just it went down. It went down. You know, it's almost like you got to re-invite. I don't know how, but Facebook is smart.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna have to pay to send WhatsApps again. Who knows?
But they'd rather let us do that, bro, because I feel the same way. Because I send broadcasts because I run shows or whatever. But the same thing.
No, not
I,
everybody gets it.
when I
Not
message,
everybody gets it.
I can see the message via to their contact, but it didn't
Yeah.
them. It single ticks it. Then I see, oh, I look, then I scroll up and like, oh, all the time I'm sending you messages, you single tick it.
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
send
Yes.
when I send the text, it immediately goes through. Then I'm like, how about so you reckon
Yeah.
they also
No,
throttling
they've
that?
kept it. They've kept it. They've kept it. I'd say maybe like if you got say 1,000, I'd probably say 200 of your people will get it.
Yeah. So it's a
You know, even though you chat with them and you've got a relationship and they save your number, I still feel like they capping it. Because imagine if you have like 10,000 people on your WhatsApp and you send one message. Come on, it'll be unfair. You know what I mean?
this would be great. Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, no, that was probably 2015 when I gave away those shoes. Actually,
26.
I got them from another friend of mine. They call trap kicks. They're
Yeah.
actually in Taiwan now. They call trap kicks. So that's the sneaker thing was kind of in that time. So I was pushing the sneaker vibe, and they were like, "Hey, look, we'll help you out." You know what I mean?
And are you still selling kicks or are you only selling you're just selling t-shirts and hats and hoodies and that vibes?
No,
What's cut?
sneakers died down. That craze died down. At that time, I was doing like all the sneaker exchanges, Cape Town, Joburg. I was one of the first guys also to be part of like selling at their stuff when they came to Durban. Like this is probably maybe 2014. Yeah, around about there. And then from there, their brand also grew. You know what I mean? And they got sponsorships and Play and all these people. Yeah, but now it's like it's dead now. Because if you
Okay.
can walk into the shop and find Jordans, then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that time,
Yeah.
you couldn't walk in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You had to know somebody. You had to
You
know
had to
somebody.
know somebody, or you had to queue yourself the night before, or you
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean, form your own team and get them to queue. But now all
That
the resellers, some of them ruined it because now they were getting all the hobos to stand in the lines, and then it just became too crazy afterwards.
hobos. That's like
No, it's true.
is a term hobos in years, bro.
No,
That's too.
it's a bad term. Sorry about that. I don't know how to put it. But like the street kids, I'd say, yeah, street kids is better.
Okay, so they let them stand
Street
in the
kids. I let
in
them stand in, get five of them, buy them KFC, and then they stand in. When it's time to pay, obviously you just come in there, you know, you pay for the
yeah,
shoes. But then it became unfair afterwards.
yeah. So do you do
For
the online raffles at the
the
moment? So you
raffles, no,
yeah.
no, I've never ever. I've always bought like afterwards. You know, if you have a connect or whatever, you let them buy, you buy from them.
Okay,
Yeah, but
right.
the sneaker thing is not worth it anymore. I left that out.
Yeah.
I
I
left that out.
jump into every time they do a dunk raffle, I'll be honest, I jump into the dunk raffles. Not all of them,
Is
but
it?
there's some dunks that I've always wanted and some that I still wanted, like new releases. But I never
You
ever
want
win.
anything?
I've never won. I've never won.
That's the
Because yeah,
thing. That's the thing. I mean, you never know. Like, for instance, if I'm doing a raffle and I know you, what's the chances of me saying, hey, you know what, Rich, here's something, but your name will come up. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's why the raffles are not. So some people got 5 pairs from the raffle. They did like how, but to
you
be honest,
see, you
got five.
see.
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah, you're
mean, if
right.
you think about it, like I know there's not another kid overseas. I forgot his name. Benjamin, something Benjamin. Quite big. What he sells to Canada and him. He used to do raffles. But imagine now you're getting maybe like let's say it's like $100 a raffle or even $50 a raffle. How much money is he making? Think
Yeah,
about it. It's not like once or maybe even five sneakers. He's making way more.
yeah.
So you got to think if you're gonna enter raffles, you need to be sure I'm getting something.
Yeah. Am I soft? Wait, let me try and push my volume up a bit. Yeah. I'm also nasal, Corain. I'm sorry, man. I've got
And the sinuses.
a bit of the flu. Yeah. Let me see if I can push my input up a bit. Yeah. I hope that's better. How's that? Is that louder?
It's probably the mic. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. But my
What
settings
mic
are.
is that?
It's this what do you call it? The Zoom H1. I'm sorry about this.
Oh, okay. I thought it's some aircon device or something.
The thing is, they only had white ones, bruh. They only had white ones, so I had to go with
Looks
it
like an
though.
aircon remote.
It's pretty dope though because it does remote. So like if you're doing a show or you're shooting, you can push him on, you can put on
Mm,
whatever and then do a remote. So that's remote. It's pretty dope. You can push
mm.
you can well it's got a thing, so it goes on to you. You can put on some mics then and do like it's like
Is it?
I was it for this
So, but so
basically.
crazy, like with the technology so advanced, like you know what I mean. I'm still stuck with like old stuff. Even my studio is like just basic home. You know,
But,
I've got a
yeah,
Focusrite, old mic, old flipping monitors, and it works. You know what I mean?
bruh, that's what the thing is. Bruh, they shouldn't tell us YouTube with a free sneaker raffle.
Way those days are gone,
Hey, talking about sneakers, I have your shoes, bruh. Um,
dude.
Bruno, I actually drove to Durban with your shoes and I brought it back to
Yeah.
Joburg. I actually wanted to ask you some things because I did them because remember I was doing the thing and I just don't have enough
Hmm.
time to use it, right? So I got your shoes
You
and
don't have time enough time to what?
to produce like the end product.
Oh,
So
okay. I
unlike
know what
the
it's like. I mean, when you guys blow up, you'll forget. Like you know, you're too busy.
no, bro, it's the lighties. The lighties got me running dizzy. So if I want
Not
like
the
so I have
lifestyle. I thought you were gonna say it's the lifestyle. I thought you were gonna say it's the lifestyle.
never, bro. If there's anything I hide from, it's lifestyle. I keep away from
Yeah, not
lifestyle.
worth it, eh? Not worth it, eh?
So I have your shoes, and I had this thing where I did them. They look nice, but I'm also contemplating because I do when I do recon actually repaint and stuff. So I wasn't sure
Mm-hmm.
if you want me to do the whole shoe repaint to like new, or did you want the original patina? If you know what I'm saying, because it looks
No,
nice.
no. I'd say do it new. I mean, but the thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to wear it. You know, I did a pair of fours at these guys crispy kicks. What they call
Yeah.
the fours the breads.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
I wore them maybe like 2 hours. They bust.
What do you
Both sides
mean?
bust. Like they bust.
The
You
sole
know, shoes when
cracked?
you don't wear them, not cracked. They crumbled. The soles
Okay.
actually crumbled.
No,
Hey, so disappointed.
these are much better. These won't break, bro. They will definitely
Is
not
it?
break. No.
Yeah.
Let me see it over here. Let me see if I can show you over here. Oh,
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll show you the older one.
Oh, I see, I see, I see.
And then if you look at the newer one, but they're solid. But you see
Okay.
now the color, I was scared to redo the entire color because I can't do it. But I'm
No, it's
like,
white. You can do it.
it looks old
Do it.
school.
It's
So
white.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do
Do
it.
one and then see. Maybe do the inside, like the inner side of the shoe, and then
Once you
see.
once I do 5 centimeters of the shoe has to be done. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do one stroke.
Also, that shoe, the bottom of that shoe has actually got it was blue when I bought it. And it was icy, the icy blue.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's an icy sole. So the icy sole, you can actually see the writing through the icy sole onto the shoe.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes,
It
yes.
was it was blue when I got it. So obviously now, if you can get that too, it'd be dope.
It's gone cream. So this is how your sole looks now. That's the white.
Yeah.
That's well, you're saying that
No,
was
no,
the
no,
blue.
not the sole. I'm talking about under the sole. You'll see that the gray
Yeah.
lining is like a gray. Yeah.
But you know what? I looked at the shoe. This shoe is not this was not the release version. You know that, right? So this one
Yeah, I'm not
here.
sure. I'm not sure.
So I looked at the shoe because after I saw it, I started looking in.
Yeah.
I got wormholes, unnecessary wormholes, bro. So I went to the
Yeah.
wormhole, looked at this thing, and it's got so the shoe itself, this is the one that the sample that comes up before the shoe. Do you know what I mean? So
Mm,
this one has aspects of the final drop that the final drop doesn't have.
yeah.
Like it's got mesh on the heel tabs, it's got mesh, I think, on the around
The reflection and all of that stuff. Yeah.
so the last drop doesn't have that. I was like, okay. Then I started waiting. I'm like, yo, this I can't mess around with this shoe. The shoe, yeah, it
How
needs to
much is
go.
that shoe worth now? You saw. I was also
Yeah.
surprised myself. I probably must have paid like, I'd say maybe even like 300 or 400 for that shoe that time.
No, it's very nice, bro. I was impressed. I'm gonna fiddle with it
Yeah.
and
Even if I can just get it and keep it, it's just nice to keep.
because I flexed them. Not that you'll be able to wear them. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
shoes. I look after
Wear
your
them in
shoes.
the. I'll wear them in the house.
You'll wear them out. Let's talk about your career, bro, a little bit. Okay, I'll tell you where I knew you from. I didn't know you were from Newlands, right?
Mm,
When I first encountered you, and
mm,
I knew you from. Funny enough, I was looking at your Facebook today. I wasn't looking at it. It came past the post that you of Musica closing down.
mm,
You
mm.
you shared it today, and when I looked at that, I was like, bro, that's crazy that I'm speaking to you today because that's where I knew you from Musica because I used to go to Musica
Mm,
every Friday, every Saturday. I was into house music. I was always buying music and albums.
mm, mm. Could you
And
DJ before?
bro, I was just
Oh,
always really into the music, bro. And I bought a PlayStation there, and my PlayStation didn't
yeah.
work. And then you were the one that was helping me to get my new PlayStation.
You
Um,
sure? What year?
when did PS2 come out, bruh?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know anything about PlayStation, honestly.
Are you serious? I still
Serious.
have.
I don't play games.
You know,
No, I'm serious.
that's crazy, bro. I have every.
You
I,
know, when I met you the first time, I was at South Sea. Now, before South Sea, I was at Musica.
I only knew you from a music, bro. And when I even used to phone you and speak to you directly, and like, oh, bro,
Probably.
used to tell me, hey, no, we're gonna try and sort it out and wada. But I had to end up sorting it out myself. And then when I saw you at CLC, and
Mm.
the only time I found out that you were from Newlands, bro. I had no idea that. I'm like, oh, you went to Hillview? What? You went to Hillview?
Yeah, Hillview. I went to Newlands East. I went to Barracuda. No, first Roseland, then Barracuda. Then I went to Ness. I was into basketball at that time. I think that's where I met Paul and him. I went to Ness, and then 8, 9, and 10 I went to Hillview.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And the thing is, you stayed in what's it,
Croker.
Croak?
Yeah,
And
next to Croker Lad. In
yeah.
between Croker Lad and Antininki.
Oh, you stayed okay. Uncle Ellen, too much Ellen.
Yeah. No, next to Ellen. Yeah, Ellen, my neighbor.
So I stayed.
Hey, I actually saw him the other day. Eh? Funny, when you see a neighbor after years, like wow, it's like it's crazy.
So
like
old.
Girls are gone big. He's gone.
Yeah. It's like couple job, bro, which is not even. It's not even. It's like a couple 100 meters down the road, and I never ever encountered.
All the rich people stayed down there.
In Kabul, right?
Yeah.
Right over the graveyard.
I think. Yeah, we never went like up those roads. You know what I mean? We used to go down, play soccer, walk back up, or get a lift back up, chew sugar cane, but we never really went in those. No.
But I was always in Croker because
you were probably one of those rich kids. Who's your uncle at the end over there by Jose and them?
Jose is my cousin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's also part of Croker. But I'm saying, actually, how can you say we rich when we stayed in Kabul, bro?
No, you're next to New Dawn. The stone throw from New Dawn.
Yeah.
But I know New Dawn people never said they're from Newlands. I mean, that's like a different part of.
But then we moved to New Dawn, but then we went.
Oh, you did move to New Dawn?
Yeah, we stayed.
Oh, privileged.
Maybe that's why I didn't see you. I was gone.
Probably. No, we were one of those kids that walked, like, you know what I mean? We'd walk even to Forward Road. Just walk.
I had to walk to Forward Road. I had to walk to school from New Dawn. I had to walk. I take taxi to school. I had to walk home because it's too hot. But
taxis to school. Listen to that.
From New Dawn.
Oh, okay.
We had to stay in Kabul just to walk to school. I had to walk through Croker. Remember Kodo, Pokers, and them.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Through there. That was my daily route, bro.
I know Pokers.
We used to buy the Chelsea bands with our bus fare.
Yeah. Funny you mention yeah.
Yeah, still speak.
No, I'm saying funny you mention Pokers. I remember a memory of him. He used to always be at the shop there with those Seabass boys. And there was this football jersey always where he's like, I'm wearing 100% cotton. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Like, I'm wearing 100% cotton. Look at this. I'm like, shame, man. Hey, that's the life. And Poker stayed next door to Ismail. That's how I knew him, because like Ismail's younger cousin, Nadim, was like my best friend that time. I was always by Ismail's house. Always. In fact, Ismail is one of the guys that helped me out with my first song, Closer, to get it onto Metro FM. Probably like 2010, around about there. Ismail Evans.
You actually was on last week. I had Ismail on last week.
I saw a picture of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool, dude. Yeah.
He's because he's right. Because thing is, Newlands always like they were able. I don't know how we able to do it, but there's something about growing up in the Newlands community that gives you that kind of drive to going. And he's an example. You example. Let's talk about the music. How did you get in? How did that start for you? Where was the first part?
First experience. I used to like listening to Biggie Smalls a lot. Snoop. A lot of R&B. Used to buy all those like Next and all those maxi CDs and what. And then some friends of mine that were not far from Croker, John Dory, they had this group, and they're like, "Hey, dude, come chill with us, like, you know." So I chill with them now and then. One guy's name is Bradley, Ronaldo, and another friend of mine, Malshin. So they're like, "Hey, look, we're starting this group, but like, you know, they rapping what." So they're like, "Listen, we're recording this song, but we want you to just sing some." I'm like, "Dude, I don't even sing." And then from there, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I just winged it, and it's like, you know what? maybe we can use you, like, you know, but we won't make you part of the group, but we'll use you and we'll see. And then from there, it just became, because they were friends, I was like, I play basketball. I'm not a rapping person, you know what I mean? Singing person. And then from
Right.
there, it just kind of just grew. And then our first demo must have been about maybe say about 17 that time. This guy, Barnabas had a thing at Obsession. Like, I don't know if it is, I wouldn't say it's a competition, more like a performance.
Yeah.
Obsession was like a bit
Sure.
quiet that time. And it's like, hey, come through, do those things. Hey, that time we had our starter jackets, our Levi's, and, you know, I had the Grand Seal feelers. So we all started up, baseball jackets. He's like, come through. We performed, and then this one guy, Nigerian guy, that time, like, it wasn't so many foreigners in Durban. Short
Yeah.
guy, sharp shoes. I'll never forget those sharp shoes. He's like, listen, I'm gonna buy you guys all a drink. That time, I don't know if you know Elvis from Zoom.
Of course. Yes.
So we saw that guy, yeah, we saw that guy there. So we were like, dude, like, we haven't seen you in ages, like, you know.
Yeah, and not
And,
in
you know, he
food.
never spoke. He never really spoke much. But like body language and what, it's like, oh, this guy Frank is like, listen, I'm gonna buy you all a drink. Now I don't drink, but anyway, this guy bought us all hooch. He's like, here's 4 hooch for you guys. He said, hey, listen, phone me. I'll help you guys. I'm like, phone me. Like, hey, maybe this guy wants us to sell for him, or, you know, that time you're willing to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm like, we don't even know this guy. Anyway, this guy's like, listen, tomorrow meet me here at this club outside. Hey, for real, we go. Like, you know, we take a cab, we go to town, and this guy pulls up in a BM out the window like a movie. Winds down the window, right? He's in the back seat, and he's like, listen, here's something for you. Go see what you can do. Guy gave us $600. $600. We were like, what? Like, you know, just gave us. I mean, like, dude, like, my name is Frank. I'm like, Frank. I'm like, wow. He's like, yeah, $600 in an envelope. Never forget, brown envelope.
From the
Anyway,
photos.
yeah. Anyway, now we started looking at people like to record this demo. Only person I knew that was in music that time was Rolly. And we're
Right.
like, shit, hey, we don't know if Rolly will do it for us. Anyway, we met this guy named Leon Sataro. Apparently, he had a name at that time, you know, doing all the pop singers and what. Hey, we went to his house in Durban North. I think we recorded the worst demo in the world at that time. But for us now, you know what I mean? Obviously now my friends kind of had me say a few things in there, yeah, in there. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Maybe I could work with this thing. You know what I mean? I'm winging it, but
Were you harmonizing
made
or
it
you
work. No, just doing like little hooks here and there. You know,
okay?
I'm not really a rapping dude at that time. You know what I mean? Anyway, we bring this demo back now. After a week, this guy gives us this demo back. So now we start testing it in the taxis, like, you know? And then from there, it kind of like, that's how we got confidence to kind of push. And then obviously everybody fell off. You know what I mean? Life happened. School got, you know, matriculated. And then it became a thing where now there's 3 of us decided to move to Joburg. Joburg was rough, sleeping on floors and studio floors. But we did an album there. That time we were called Juvenile 031.
Right.
Juvenile 031. There's 3 of us. We did this demo. I don't think we ever got the demo. So we came back. Then it was 2 of us. And then we ended up redoing the demo again. You know?
So
And then from there, I just say that again.
the third bra, he fell off when you came back to Durban.
Yeah, not fell off. It just life happened. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
we just continued. You know, me and my friend Sean. And that was it. That's how I kind of just found my own way. Eventually, I decided to learn Reason, learn Cubase. Like, internet started kicking in that time. Like, you know, got myself the 250 gigs. I think it was 260 gig internet for the month. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Not gigs, sorry. It was megabytes. It was megabytes. Remember that? Yes. I was like, shit. Like, you know what? MySpace. You know.
Yeah.
Got a website done. Yeah, and from there, I just started climbing up website, MySpace, just started pushing.
Okay.
And then I think I met Loki. Well, I always knew the guys like Paul, Chucky. I always knew, like, you know, a lot of the artists I knew, kind of, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like For me, it was like, I think my break came with that Closer song. That I think I probably did. The Let's Play thing I already had at that time. And I think I had done the Cell C thing by then. I quit Cell C actually at that time. And then I knew Loki and YGB, like the crew. And they're like, hey, listen, there's this friend of ours named Bryce. You need to come up, like, he's got beats and what. I'm like, I'm working on my album and you'll go. And they're like, no, come through. Anyway, we went. Long story short, we probably did like 2 songs. And this guy's like, dude, I got more beats, come back, like, you know. And Loki and him are like, dude, hey, we couldn't go. And he'll tell you, he's like, we couldn't go. Problem with the old lady's cab and what. I'm like, okay, cool. This guy now calls me. This guy, Bryce, calls me. He's like, dude, like, why you didn't come, you know? I'm like, no, Loki had a problem with the car. Like, he's like, no, they were here yesterday. They were here yesterday. I'm like, oh, no, it's cool. Maybe, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? So listen, so now, because of Loki and him, I ended up getting this Closer song. So Bryce is like, listen, I need you to come. Like, you know, I really want to work with you and what. But I'm like, hey, but I'm busy with my stuff. And, you know, he's like, dude, come. I came up, he told me over the phone he wants this type of song. He wants to do a song. So I'm like, okay, cool. Wrote the song and I went up the next day. And then I recorded Closer. You probably did the song in 2 hours. 2 hours, I left it, I came home. And that was that. And then I think a year later, I probably kicked it overseas. And I had to talk to Ismail. Ismail's like, yeah, that's the one. So, well, Ismail is like, I'm like, dude, do you know such and such a compiler? I'm trying to get through to this guy. I believe he's the man there. Ismail's like, hey, yeah, I know him. I said, no, send me the song. I said, please, I'll send you the song, send it to this guy. You know, well, I call him Smiles. I said, Smiles, please, send this guy the song. I send Smiles the song. He sends it to this guy. And then, like, I'm like, shit. He's like, dude, listen to the radio. Now I'm overseas now. I'm like, I had to wake up probably about 6 that time, 6 a.m. Because they're playing it now at about 12, you know. Guy named Penny. That time, I think Penny and Leko were on Metro between 12 and 3. And I used to bang that song like almost every day. I'm like, shit, now I got to go home. Yeah. I thought, hey, flip. Now I got to go home because my whole thing was to go overseas and see what I can do overseas. And I'm like, flip, now they're playing the song. The song is causing traction probably for 6 months. While I'm that side, I meet some guys like in town. I was in Florida, I was in Miami, and then I started working in Southwest Florida at that time. Anyways, now and then we'd rent cars, like we'd rent these Mustangs and go into town. And I met these guys carrying a camera. And they're like, dude, I'm like, dude, you'll shoot videos. They're like, yeah. Obviously, they lied. And then from there, it became a thing of, hey, listen, I've got this song. I need you to do a video. And it just so happened, these guys knew all the models in the city at that time. So it was like up my alley. So I shot that Closer video while I was there. Paid them, came back home. Probably maybe a year later. But then the song was like probably out for a year. And out for a year, my album, I'd mixed it that side. I bought equipment. So while I was working, I'd mix it and what. So when I came back, I had the album, didn't have the artwork. So in the house, I shot the cover, edited the cover, went to Joburg, and I was mastering it through Chris Kalakis, his son.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I'm chilling with this dude. He's doing the album. He's mixing. He's mastering the album. He's like, hey, my old man might like stuff like this, you know? It's got that R. Kelly type vibe. I'm like, yeah, really? He's like, yeah. It's like, but he's in London. I'm like, call him. He's like, no. So I said, no, call him. So he calls him. He's like, hey, Dad, got this guy from Durban. This is what he does. What I want you to meet him when you come back. So when he came back, I set up a meeting, and I went to Joburg again. And the old man was like, yeah, but like, who's doing your stuff and what's your? I'm like, no, me, I'm independent. I'm gonna do copies, and I'm gonna push it. It's like, hey, maybe I can work with you, like, you know. I'm like, I said, in what way, like, you know, like, maybe we can sign you. And I'm like, yeah, but my song's already on radio. I've got a video. He's like, let me see the video. That time I had to move with my backpack, and my laptop was always in there, you know. I think I even did a what you call it. I think I did a performance for you guys once at the Playhouse. Also carry my bag with my laptop. If you look at a
Yeah.
picture there, you'll so this guy's like, he's like, okay, cool, come into the office quickly. This guy Chris, he's like, okay, cool, go in the office, calls everyone. He's like, this kid says that his song is like big right now. It's on radio. So he didn't believe me. They called him. He says, play this song. I play this song. He's like, well, the closest song. He's like, have you heard this? They're like, yeah, we heard it every day. So he's like, oh, I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, play. It's closer. We know it. So anyway, he assigns me to one dude, and he's like, okay, look, sort him out, but maybe just the distribution, and then we'll see from there. And that's how I kind of got my break. So they
Okay.
basically just distributed my CDs for me, and I just continued like that, paid for the CDs, printed them, shipped it through them, brought them to Durban, and then I started hitting the road like with the music. Now by that time I already knew how music works and all that. So I was in contact with all the store managers, doing performances there. I had posters, and I was just
Okay.
selling them like that, doing shows and selling them, doing shows and selling them.
So you're doing lives at the
Mm,
music. Okay,
mm.
so
Yeah, you must
so
remember musicals at that time were Musica and Look and Listen was big. So
yeah.
Musica and Look and Listen, those were like my go-tos. And then I had like a clothing thing with Echo, and like obviously they helped me with posters and what.
Yeah.
So from
Because the
there I
thing,
was like just hitting them.
because for
I
me,
was hitting the Musicas and the Look and Listens. And that
yeah,
time those stores were big, eh? Not like now. They were huge, and they all
yeah,
had a stage. If you remember, they all had a stage.
yes.
So yeah.
Paul is saying exactly what I was about to say now. From the early days. So you did for us when I met you, like when you were performing that type of thing. You did a couple shows besides the players. You used to do like a couple of our we were doing laughing stock. I think we did. You did. I think you did about four. You did Bad Sense on top. You did Kwasuka Theatre for us. We did like a few of the shows. You were, I think, you were always there, and you kind of made the way
Probably.
for.
I performed that time. I used to perform. I even used to perform with TS a lot. Like TS and I used to do like a back-to-back set. I think that
Yeah,
time Chucky was overseas, but like
Jackie.
Paul and I used to perform everywhere that time. TS from
And then
Seattle.
and then you were like, when I saw your music on like Channel O, bruh, I was like, yo, because you like you've never been part of like a massive broad like a
Mm,
company
mm.
or production
Yeah,
company.
yeah. I was unlucky.
But the thing is, there is a little bit of bad luck, but it's also like, but you've also been
But funny enough, I've never wanted to be part of any like a conglomerate or like a movement or even a record label. Even that guy Chris, when he met me, like he was showing me all the artists that time. JR, he's like he knows, like he's had everybody. Everybody's been through him. He showed me like a list of like everybody, TKZ, Cabello, all these guys. He's like, so even that time, Tear Gas was like doing rounds with him. Like he's like, these are the biggest acts out there with me. I'm like, yeah, well, for me, I just want to sell my CDs. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Print,
yeah, yeah.
sell, print. And he's like, yeah, but I'm like, so what can you do? Like, what do you have? Like, you know, that I don't have yet. So I said, I got the video, I got the song on Metro, you know. And then obviously for him, it was like, okay, no, just do like a distribution and find your own way.
So that's how you ended on a distribution deal.
Mm, mm, mm,
Like I'm saying, I was shocked when I first saw you on like Channel O.
mm.
And you had more than one video that was circulating on
My first video was that one I did that side, obviously the closer one. Even that
okay.
one, yo, that video was such a mission because they shot it. I, I think it was in 25 or 50 frames. And no, I think it was NTSC or PAL. There's a
Oh,
difference in that. So when I
oh, that,
came back now,
yeah,
I didn't know, like, and at that time I had these little tapes. Um, and they're like, oh no, you can't, because the frames are different. So I had to have it redone again, like, locally. And when I submitted it, hey, they gave me beans. I won't lie. And that's how
yeah,
I actually got close with the compilers at that time with that video, because I must have submitted it probably 6 times, and every time I had to change it.
That's how you learn. That's how you learn about
Every
NTSC
time, every
and
time I had to change it, they're like, "Oh no, this scene is not right." I'm like, "No problem. You just tell me which scene, I'll change it." You know what I mean? Until like MTV picked it up. But then I was like frequenting the offices like in Joburg, and they were like, "Okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna play it for you." And then from there, like picked up Channel O, and then from there live, and from there even live, I got onto live like that, like a performance at live. I used to phone like every week. I'm like, dude, I need to get a performance. Until one day, I'd say years later, it became a thing of, hey, listen, are you in Joburg? So my thing was always like, no one knew where I lived. Was I in
yeah,
Joburg or Durban? So I never really said like, okay, no, I'm from, I'm from Durban, but you don't know where I'm staying.
write down,
So these
right?
people used to always be like, hey, listen, we need you for a performance. Can you come? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm right here. Took a plane up, boom. I do the performance at live, the Urban Blue, and then I come back. So all my stuff I always did like that.
Nice.
Yo TV, ETV, Sunrise. I always said, no problem, I'll be there. And obviously I just go up. But I was actually
So
living in Durban. I never lived in Joburg.
yeah, but I tell you something. People don't know that I stay in Joburg even now. But it's not, and it's not by.
Mm,
I'm trying to do that. I think it's also a way of people trying to not let you get past them. You know what I'm saying? So like,
mm,
say for
yeah,
example, they want to get you and they want to get me. They're like, yo, and they're like, no, that O's in Durban, right? He's gonna have to fly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So they use it as a kind of a mechanism to hold you back, which I
Mm,
learned this like 2 years ago, where people keep you in a space where they keep you in a certain area so that they can better
yeah,
themselves. It's a crazy notion, bro.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you released an album this year, right? This is your latest
This
album,
year, yeah, my latest offering is called Daydreaming.
Daydreaming. Uh,
Daydreaming is 2020, well, 18 tracks, I think 2 skits.
and it's loud, bro. I listen to it in my car. It's
Mm,
loud. So
I
like,
know.
so music plays at this level, and then when your music starts, it starts like somewhere, yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah,
this is Princeton's music. I can hear it for sure. I
yeah.
enjoyed it, bro.
You
I
know,
was
when
really
I mix and I master, I always make sure that, especially with like trap, you know what I mean? I always make sure that if you listen, have you ever listened to Blueprint 3,
the album, yeah,
the album, the actual disc?
yeah,
So when I like mix and I master, I reference older albums because as the years went, remember before the music was softer, it went louder, and
went
now
loud,
it's gone softer.
went soft
Now
again.
it's actually gone softer. I believe it's gone softer because now everything is digital.
Yeah, because digital doesn't have that same mastery as or the same
No,
component like CDs do.
it
Or
doesn't. It doesn't.
also there's a bassy version. There's actually a time where there was too much bass in all music. So
Yeah.
when it like you listen to something and then all of a sudden some R&B, hip hop through the whole genre, it'll be just too
Yes.
much bass. Like now you're fiddling with your crafts trying to sort out your bass. But you're right though. But yours it isn't too much of anything. It's just an elevated sound. I can hear it for sure.
Mm, mm,
Elevated
mm,
sound. But like you're saying, it's purposefully done. But you're right though. It's you referencing something that doesn't exist anymore because but I have a CD in my car, right? So I have there's inner life. So it's like the song we're having big fun, those this, what they call inner life or city life or big whatever.
you know, like
CDs in
big
my
city life. Yeah.
inner life. No, the old school house
Oh,
and
okay, okay.
having big fun, like
Yeah,
that genre of music. But it's in my thing. I never play it though. I mean, I'm sometimes by myself, but a couple of
yeah,
times I'll go from like the Bluetooth or the thing, and I'll like maybe press CD by mistake, and then the CD starts
yeah.
playing. When the CD starts playing, bruh,
Ooh.
it's like it's way too loud. It's like it's way, way, way too loud. It's like it's 4 times too loud. I have to because
Mm,
if I go from listening at a listening volume, which elevated volume, and then if I change to an album, which is the
mm,
CD, an original CD, which I bought from Musica because they were having those sales. I didn't know they were closing down, but they were having those sales. I bought like 10 CDs, but it was like
ish.
when I play it, bruh, it's mad loud.
Funny.
But
Wait, that means you recently bought like CDs.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I bought
I know a lot of my friends would say, you want to do CDs? No one buys CDs and what. I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna sell CDs. You know what I mean? And I made CDs and I sold them.
yeah, bruh.
I've
It's
actually
like
I can't really see how many people are listening or whatever, but I'd say if people can comment maybe one song off the album, I'll give that person a free disc, a free CD. One of your listeners on the show now.
Okay. So off the
Yeah,
daydream. Yeah, because
yeah, the
you
daydream.
flash this. You're doing like a flash this thing. I wanted to try and get one. Those
Yeah, I'm doing I call it the bundle.
yeah.
I call it the bundle. It's a daydreaming bundle. It's basically a mask. I don't have one now. It's a mask. It's a CD, and it's what else? Oh, it's
Like
a
a
USB. On the USB, it's got the artwork, right? It's
yeah.
got a swing tag, and it's got a message on the swing tag, and it's got on the actual USB itself, got maybe 2 videos, the album, and I can't remember what else.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. Like it's forward thinking marketing, and
proper.
it's all
Oh, for sure,
from you.
for
So
sure.
get the comments. All they're talking about in the comments here is perfumes, bruh. We said these ladies listen to the
Uh,
show, and all they're talking
uh,
about is perfume. So if you're listening to us talking right now, if you can name a track of Prinston's album, he's gonna send you a CD. If you're in Durban, he'll probably drop it off himself because I know that's the type of hustle you
yeah.
know. Um, so it's a new album now, right? You've dropped the album. The album's out. It's on net. It's on iTunes. And probably on other
Everywhere on online,
that type of
all
stuff.
the stores. Yeah.
And then are you performing live? What's the next thing, bruh?
No, I'm not performing live at the moment. Hey, man, you know what? I'm not sure about like going out and stuff at this stage with the whole COVID situation. I've just been like pushing the CDs and but I think maybe when that opportunity to start performing live comes again, I'll take it. But I've just been focusing on actually selling and radio.
Okay, so you're trying to get
Yeah. So
onto
the
a different.
first single I pushed was what is it called? Welcome to Durban. Welcome to Durban. I think now it's on 10 stations. It just played on East Coast last week Sunday. So it's on 10 stations. My next single is called I can't think now. What is it called? Too Nice. That's my next single. It's called Too Nice.
Do it again. Is that a number? Is that a track?
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Do it again
so
as a track.
so you owe this Brian CD.
Yeah.
Um,
No, he has it. Yeah, I'm sure he has.
he probably does have it.
He
He
has it.
someone for their birthday.
But yeah,
Shamel, we can hear you guys, but it's depressing to know that there are no longer any music outlets left, which is very very true.
you
Very
know what I was thinking when I saw the music thing. Those that have CDs, like people that have like a huge collection. I'm talking about like maybe rooms of CDs. Those things will probably be like like there'll be probably a store that'll open and sell one-offs. Like if
yeah.
you've got a one-off CD that's in good condition, probably at a huge price. I think that'll be the thing in future.
Like the
Like if
one
you
you
could get a dog pound CD that's
yeah.
original, that's not scratched, that's still I'm talking import premier type
Imagine
quality.
finding a dog pound CD that's not scratched, bruh.
But
That's it.
but that's what I'm saying. Imagine that now.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Even local CDs, like maybe like huge bands or a huge old school. You never know.
Truth be told, I used to buy the premiere. You're saying so much premiere there in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I should buy DVDs there.
I used to go buy CDs from them. They used to come in like the cardboard wrap, the cardboard boxes. They used to come. They were like the
Hmm.
same get at music and stuff, but it was always like there's just something different. They had a different booklets
Yeah,
inside.
I don't think it was the same stuff as music. Theirs was directly imported.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I mean,
Theirs was
the
direct.
itself is the same music, but the
Yes.
everything else around it was different. Like you'd get a bonus disc, or you'd get a booklet,
Mm,
or you get sometimes a
mm,
ticket to a show.
mm.
Oh, there's Kim Solomon has said too nice. Is that one of the numbers?
Yeah, that's one
You
of
know,
the songs. Yeah.
do you know Kim?
No, probably
You
I
don't?
do. Like, no, like I know you. Facebook is different these days. Either you know or you don't know a person.
Yeah. So
Too
Kim,
Nice is one of the songs.
yeah. So Kim, just slide into my DMs, also into Prinston's DMs, and then we'll get you the thing. Are you in Durban? If you're in Durban, it just makes it so much easier.
I think she's
Uh,
one of my friends on Facebook.
I'm searching for LPs. LPs are actually easy to get. Not easy. Well, you can get like that old like 50s Elvis Presley. Was that mosquitoes?
Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
I wish it could be so dead warm, bro. The mosquitoes, yeah, there's no mosquitoes now. It's like that. It's like no, my friend, it's way too cold. But LPs are not too difficult. They do like if you they do like these sales. Because I know what's his name? Rolly's always like diving.
I forgot to
Uh,
mention Rowley. Rowley, sorry to cut you. You know that demo we did, that guy Frank gave us the money to do. We weren't happy with it, and we went to Rowley and we said, Rowley, please, you're like the only guy that can fix this thing. We need you to add treble on this. Back then, like, you know, treble was a thing. You know what I mean? You couldn't have like, you couldn't play your songs in a taxi with no treble. So like Rowley's like, yeah, okay. Hey, and Rowley did such a good job, eh? Every song he added treble. Imagine a simple thing like that. Rowley did it for us. With
yeah,
Rowley, funny story, when we used to perform back in the days, sorry to go back. Rowley, you'd be like, hey, Rowley, listen, you want to come through? We need you to burn us 2 tracks. 2 tracks and one intro. 2 tracks and an intro. We've got a show. And we'd walk to Roman Place just for, no, first we'd have to make that trip to town to
sound.
get that CD. You know, this is how difficult it was, people, to get that CD in town. And he'll tell you know what, get a verbatim disc. You know, right? Make sure that it's verbatim. Get that disc, jump off at Roman Place, and we go spend an afternoon by Rowley's house. And Rowley would burn us those 3 songs on a disc just for you to perform. And that CD, when you walk with it, you don't touch it because you know it's like gold. You know what I mean? Things have changed now. Back just to get that, just to get that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was the same, bro. Like I wasn't even performing music, but I used to do the same. I used to go to gigs with the verbatim CD with like 4 or 5 intro tracks, which I
Oh,
would
you
just
had a CD writer.
no, I used to I got a CD right eventually, but I used to sit
Hey,
at
you were
home.
privileged, eh?
I used to, bro,
You know, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Back then, the only guy, I would say the first guy I knew that could actually make a compact disc was Isma Smaleros. He was the only guy in my road that could make all your favorite songs, put them on one disc. Imagine that.
yeah, bro. It is different though.
That's how difficult things were. Like, and
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
found out this guy can put all your favorite songs on one disc, that was like, I
yeah,
don't think he took advantage of that situation.
yeah. True, but I had a bro who he bought a writer. He was studying, and he's got like you get like students. You got a student loan, whatever. You get like a bursary, whatever. And the first
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
bursary was a computer that had a chip and a memory card and a graphics card.
Sure.
A writer. Brother, oh, had the best computer I've ever seen in my life by his house, and that was the first. Like I
Mm.
said, and that was early on, bro. That was early on. He had this thing, and he's like, this thing can write CDs, and that's when I was like, what you know, you mad? And we used to, and I was
You
CD.
see,
The first CDs was spazza, bro. Like we wasn't like folders properly
I know.
organized. It's just
I
like
know
all
before there's kind of like 12 tracks. A lot of I think the ones back then that Isma was doing was probably like 10 songs or 12 songs. And I
yeah.
think that was like a big thing. And then obviously the taxis started picking up on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just crazy how far like
We
today,
had a
like music is closing, you know?
CD shuttle in my palace, Cressida. So
Hmm.
the CD shuttle
Shame.
dead, bruh. So, but the thing is that so I was always used to the fact that you could change your genre on the fly, right? So it's like you could go
Yeah.
like you could change from and the thing my father didn't have CDs, he had LPs. He had tapes and he had LPs. So when the CD players back in the day had a tape deck in the front, so you push
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
It
then
used
when
to
you
flip open the Alpine. Yeah.
and even the standard ones, you could just switch it over and then but we had
Yes.
the thing in the boot, which my car has at the moment. So my car has a CD shuttle, but I have a shuttle in my cab as we speak.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So when it came to that thing of where you could put a disc in that could play Shy or Kelly and Dog Pound at the same
Mm.
time, like oh no, we've now gone into a whole
Change
new.
the game. Change the
We've,
game.
but Kim Solomon said she stays in Centurion, so you must send her a CD, bruh. You can send it to me.
For
Ask Kim
sure. For
to
sure. Yeah.
Whichever way Kim wants to do it, we do it like that. Let's see who's around there. So everybody's been chilled. So you say at the moment you're not performing, so you just releasing and you just writing music.
Yeah, no, normally like when I put a project out, I always have like a bit of a strategy behind it. But like performances, because of COVID, I never really fit that in because I wasn't sure what. Remember last year, around about December time, I was asking should I drop an album? Was it last year or the year before? I think you commented one of the.
Last
So
year,
my
yeah.
main thing was just, just get the music out because you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So in terms of like performances, I'll do it, but I know like I'll get more mileage from radio and pushing physicals, and obviously my packages. Yeah.
Yeah. So because venues are not venues, the thing is it's too difficult, man.
Are
Like for
clubs open?
clubs are clubs are open, bro. I was in Durban now. I was shocked. So I did the show there by the Royal Hotel on the beach, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
came with the mentality that there is a lockdown and there's curfew and whatever. So I made sure that the show wrapped and the people are still chilling. I was like, yo, hey, listen, everybody, you'll need to go home. It's that
Yeah.
time. I jump in my car. I'm driving down North Coast Road back to Newlands. But what's this thing? Dance Cafe. Bro, my
Mm-hmm.
brother. It was like 1992 there. Just
Oh
like
yeah.
first I
Behind the
dance floor.
moon.
There's so many cars, bro. I thought there was an accident I'm like roadblock accident, something. Then I look nicely. I'm like, these people are not. It's people, bro. Cars, people.
Ish.
Back in the day, half the people are outside the jail, half the people are inside the jail. They're standing outside, they're smoking, they're high fives. Remember how it used to be?
Yeah.
Hey,
Now that's the thing. Now you don't want to be like, for instance, your name. Hey, I was at this guy's event. These guys are careless. They don't care. You know what I mean? So it's a tough one. As much as I'd love to be out there
yeah.
just playing the field, but
I went for a COVID test today because of the same thing. Because you can't hear, but this is not how I normally sound. I'm a little nasal and I'm a little sick. But the guy that I run shows with, there's two of us, we work together. But he's
mm,
at the moment at home with the COVID, right? So I phoned him yesterday to say, hey, what can you? And the thing is, he never tell me. I'm like, you're so quiet. Then he's like, yeah, man. Hey, I'm like, how? But shouldn't certainly you should have told me, bro. You know what I mean?
it's a
And
secret, man.
yeah, yes. So like,
People can't disclose their, you know what I mean, their
but
status.
we working together. Like I have a show tomorrow which we run together. We
Mm,
are together, and the thing is now I'm like, I had to go today to make sure that I don't have COVID, so that tomorrow I can, with a clear conscience, go and
yeah.
people.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
you could
'Cause
infect other people, you know what I mean?
as the host of an event, imagine how I got COVID from that event, from that people, and it was literally from that guy. I'm like, and I can't be that
Ish.
person. Huh? So it is very scary. I've been out a lot. I won't lie to you. In the last, I've gotten, not that I'm not scared, just that we kind of trying to do. People say COVID things and whatever, but when you get to the gig, it doesn't exist, right? Because
Oh,
on
oh, for sure. I mean, we wear the mask in the car.
yeah, on the
As soon as we get to the door, it's different.
it's free for all. So what we're doing is we're trying to kind of keep it separate so that you responsible for yourself. You know what I mean? I'm not putting you
Yeah.
in a situation where you can't escape this thing. You in a room where
Mm,
there's no space. So we're making it in a way that you can, if you want to be inside a group of people, that's your choice. But you can also not be there, and that's kind of
yeah.
what I'm driving towards. So, but you're right though. You can't. It's hard to determine, but we've been kind of been fortunate enough to be able to work around it and keep it safe. Like
Mm.
happy that I was negative, but I've also been in lots of spaces with lots of people, right? And it's like you have to keep safe, bruh. Because now we're getting into
Yeah.
another league, which is now they're not gonna sell guys, they're not gonna sell alcohol, it's gonna change and businesses are gonna close. So it's funny, bruh.
Ish. It's
You can't
difficult.
I can't even have a conversation with a mask on because it blocks my mouth.
With the sinuses, it's difficult. If you have sinuses, I mean, wearing the mask is tough.
It is tough, bro. It's like those dark face ones, those
Mm,
they look ugly, but they look comfortable because the person the person can talk, right? Because
Yeah,
him speaking clearly, because their lips are not hitting the thing, but it looks weird now because it's like far out in
yeah.
the. It looks like a front bump. It looks like a bonnet and a bump. I'm like, it's too much, but you have to stay safe. So I understand that you're not
Mm.
getting out, and because to put together a hip hop event is very different because people want to, if you're singing, they want to be together and going
Yes.
and they want to snack five and hug each other and they want to sing lyrics
And
together and
and
then
let's face it, I mean, we're not really doing stadiums. If you're performing at clubs,
yeah.
you know what I mean. A person can come up to you and just hug you there and then you know what I mean. It's
You can't avoid the hugs.
you can't say no. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah,
mean. And also, if somebody wants to say hi that you know, like you kind of gotta just you end up going in, and then you think later, shit. You know what? Maybe.
yeah. But I moved. When I was in Durban, they were laughing at me. Everybody laughed at me. I had because I carried a little spritzer with me, so I keep
Yeah.
it with me. So we greet, we talk, it's chill, and then as soon as we're done, I spritz up. I show. But then I was like, but why? What? But in
You
Joburg,
see.
if second or third person is literally carrying that. Like if you and I greet and I don't have it, I can be like, yo, bro, let me spritz off you. It's fine. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
who cares? They're laughing at me like, oh, your fro said you must carry this thing. I'm like, no, bro. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It doesn't
No,
make
but you
sense.
know what? It's tough. It's tough for performers like during this time. I'd love to perform, but at the same time, you know what I mean. Let's find other ways. Uh,
Yeah.
if you
Let's,
can get that revenue, let's find other ways and see.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we don't
Yeah.
know. Let people get vaccinated or whatever, and then
Yeah. Yeah. No. I move with my and I move with my spritz. So you saw me. I spritz everyone. Even in you, I spritz you. Brother, why not talking to me too much? I even spritz my face. I don't care. I spritz my own face. I'm like, I felt like it's too close. I spritz my cheek. I
you
don't
think. But how much is that going to help you though? If you think about it, I mean,
it helped me. It's helped me all the way, but I stay safe. But the thing is, you have to. I don't go in because you don't. We can't talk like this face to face where
mm.
we breathing in each other's face and whatever. But you gotta do that part. But like just to make sure that because you don't know, bruh. It's a contact thing, right? It's a contact thing. So if you
Yeah.
touch Jen and touch me, only through a spritz, and then it's such a simple thing, bruh. As long as you never
Mm.
lands on my lip, it's fine. You know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Now, tell me, like for instance, you're doing comedy, right? Like, let's say you've got more than one person on the lineup. Um, a, a guy, obviously, when people talk on the mic, they spit on it.
Yeah,
Same with musicians. Like, if
yeah,
you're gonna perform at an event, and especially with hip hop or whatever, and this guy is gonna spit on that thing, and then
yeah.
you're gonna now use that same. You know what I mean? It's like, ish.
Mhm. And I spritz
And
the mic.
I'm not at that level now to carry my own golden mic or whatever.
Like you know,
So
I actually so I spritz the mic, and what I also do is I have these, the
the heads, yeah,
these little.
yes, yes, yes.
So I bought a bunch of puffy things. So when I'm doing a gig, I give everyone their own puffy thing. So when you come on, you
Oh,
put
you're
your own puffy.
safe, man. Oh, that's
So
good. That's
you
good.
talk into your puffy thing. When you're done, you remove your puffy thing. So it's a
You
nice
keep it for
spritz.
your next gig.
What's any day? They were laughing at me, bruh. When I come to the gig, I spritz the mic, I talk. You come, you perform, when you finish done, I spritz the mic again, I carry
Or
on.
what, like you're renting them out, or do they give them back to you?
I keep them in mind. They're like, that's bro, these are like 30 bucks, bro.
Yeah, dope.
Bucks.
Dope. Well, I
So
think that's it's an option. You know what I mean? I think
yeah.
they're gonna have to find ways. If this thing is gonna last maybe 5 years, there's gonna have to be a way.
This is you can
Shame, man.
that's not even that's security not even putting spritz in there. That's the same Hong Kong. You know when you buy the Ted Lapidus under the bridge, that's what they're buying
Yeah.
there. The same thing. You spray in your hand, you smell your hand, this smells normal, but I'm like, that's not real,
Mm.
bro. But let's wrap up, cuz. Let's wrap up, bro. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the time, my brother.
No, it's all
Uh
good.
I have some shows I'm planning for Durban, so maybe if you're in the space, you can risk it and come
Will
out.
you give me my own puffy thingy?
Absolutely, bruh. That's all. Different color.
Uh,
So you don't you don't mistakenly use somebody else's puffer. You got your own one. It's red. It's
Hey, hey.
comes back to me. See, you can't say, hey, the song made me sick. No, it's your
Mm,
own.
mm.
But I actually have some dope ideas which I'm trying to roll out in Durban, and I would love to have you date out like proper
I
nice
remember
food.
once you mentioned I think a concert on the ground or something like, and I emailed you. Remember that?
Yeah,
What happened with
yeah.
that?
I'm busy with that at the
Okay.
moment. I'm just busy figuring out the ins and outs and the
Mm,
logistics. Once I'm sorted that, then
mm,
we all systems go. So I'm hoping I can land at like July, August, so we're going into like the warmer days, and
mm,
then
mm,
to go.
mm.
But yeah, I'd love you there, bruh. You
Yeah,
must
let
come
me
with me.
know.
So, yeah, of course.
I'll come with my packet. I'll come with
um,
my packet.
anything you want to say before we bounce?
No, man, just thank you for everybody that supported, everyone that got the album, everyone that streams. Just thank you for people, man. I don't know. Just thank you to the people for
Yeah,
supporting. We always like
exactly.
to stay humble and
That's it,
keep a
bro.
level head. And I'll just
Yeah.
keep making music, even I got those 10 people, because I make music for 10 people. So I'm happy with that. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, I'm there. I'm in the 10. I got
No,
you.
I'm serious. Like I've got this concept called 100 fans, and like for me, I believe if you really think about it, you could make a solid living of 100 people.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I always do things the way that I do, because I mean, you gotta work it. You know what I mean? So
Unpack
if
that.
you
You could
have 100 people, think about it. 100 people. It's a lot of. That's a lot of people. You know
have
what I mean?
people.
Because you can have 5,000 people, but if no one's buying, if you're not selling, people forget like that. You're in business. You're in the music business. You're actually a salesman.
Yeah.
That's what you are. You're a seller. So my job is to sell. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
shout
That's
out
actually
to the
unpack that.
100 families.
Yeah, yeah,
Say that
yeah.
again.
I'm saying you could have unpacked that a little more. It's a mindset. I like
Yeah,
mindset.
no, it's a simple concept. I mean, 100 people. Think about it. Would you rather have 100 paying people, or would you have 5,000 just looking people that are not gonna pay, but they there? I mean,
They're
we
there.
don't need like likes and comments and all that. You
Yeah,
need, hey, you've
yeah.
got no problem. Give me two.
Hype is
You know what I
great, but
mean? What's that?
I'm saying the hype is great, but it
The hype
doesn't.
is great, but I mean, likes don't pay bills. Let's
Yeah,
be
exactly.
honest.
Go to
So you
absolute.
need like people that are like you've got your go to. Like for instance, you're in comedy, you've got those 100 people or those 200 people that whenever there's okay, Rich is doing this, give me five of those things.
Yeah, yeah,
And you can go a long way with that. But so
yeah,
if you can just keep those people happy and you know how to service customers, you could make a decent living off your comedy. You know
yeah,
what I
bro.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a nice thing. I like where you go because my 100 people are all different. They're all different every week. I
That's
need to
good. That's good.
I
That's
I
good.
need to
That's
turn
good.
them down a bit, which is a nice thing. I
Yeah.
like that.
That's good.
Um,
Because let's be honest, I mean, are you gonna get family? Family and friends. It's also difficult for them to support because they know you. But you'll find out people that you don't know. They're gonna be the people that are gonna support you the most. So those people now you got to treat them like your VIP customers.
nice.
You know.
Got it.
So that's why
Got it.
you find out people that you don't know. You have to like embrace them even more because it's like shit. This guy spent like 1,000 rand on me
Yeah.
of
On me.
product. I mean, it's you know what I mean. So that's why I say 100 people, and you just service 100 people. It's good for you.
There we go. I like that. In closing, Kim Solomon, tap me. I'll make sure that Princeton gets you your gift pack. Shomel, thanks a lot for commenting and keeping up the energy. Annie, very funny. I'm gonna book you. Future. Yeah, man. Thanks everyone for listening, and I'll
Yeah.
be back Thursday. It's been dope. Thanks again, my brother. Really appreciate your time. Good luck
Thank
with
you.
your endeavors. Away. Good night to
Sure.
everybody. Peace.
Night.
Safe.